Hello, everybody, and we are so back at Providence TF Green Airport. I should start doing intros like that. If you know the reference, if we have any chat like the Game Watchers or Wendover Productions Watchers, or Half Interesting Watchers, that's a Sam Denby reference right there. But yeah, we're so back at PVD today, Providence. We have another airport update here. And so I guess I don't really have much more to say, so we'll get started right here. In the American gates, we have our first aircraft here is the American Eagle UN-70 in the retro scheme. This one arrived in from Chicago O'Hare. This is operated by Envoy, and we'll be heading back out there today on the turnaround. Nice to get the retro scheme back in here once again. Got it in a recent Madison update, but it's good to get it back. It is a really nice livery, and I'm super glad to have picked it up at the airplane shop in Las Vegas. Our next aircraft next to that one here is this A320. This one arrived in from Charlotte Douglas, and you'll be heading back out there today on the turnaround as well. This one's just pushing back for the return flight back out to Charlotte. How about Breeze on the A220-300? Back for another airport update today. This one arrived in from Orlando, and we'll be heading back out there after staying overnight here in Providence. This is not a very late update. This aircraft arrived in at around 6:30 p.m., but it will be on an overnight turn today out to, and we'll be heading back out to Orlando in the morning of the 14th of March. All these flights are from the 13th of March. But yeah, not usual to see an overnight there on a flight arriving in that early. So that's a little bit interesting to see right there. We're going to get Breeze back in here once again. They've been doing great at Providence. I know I say that every update, but I'm super glad that they call Providence a hub, and it's great to have all of their numerous services, mostly to Florida, but still their numerous services here at Providence. And this A220, absolutely fantastic. I kind of wish we got the E195 a little bit more often in here, because it is mostly A220. And A220, I get it. I mean, it is a better aircraft for the passenger experience, but the E195 is a little bit more /E190 is a little bit more unique, at least in the U.S. aviation world, as I mean, both JetBlue and Delta also fly the A220 and Air Canada, and they still have plenty of flights on that end of the U.S. So it's a little bit more unique to see the E195, which is only currently operated by, I believe only JetBlue in the United States, because American retired theirs. They used to fly them, but theirs are now retired. Air Canada's are also now retired. So, but yeah, good to still see Breeze in here, and then this is currently taxiing in from Orlando. Our next aircraft today is the beautiful United Express CRJ 550, operated by GoJet. This one arrived in from Newark, Liberty, and you'll be heading back out there today on the turnaround. Of course, good to get the CRJ 550. It's been a while since we've included this aircraft in an update, so glad to get it back in here at Providence. Very nice model by Gemini Jets here, and quite rare as well. So yeah, super glad to have this model and to include it in here once again at Providence. And now into the Delta gates here. Beginning in the back there, we have the Delta A320. This one arrived in from Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson, Citrus Aviation's airport, and you'll be heading back out there today on the turnaround. And next down here, we have the CRJ 900. This is operated by Endeavor. This arrived in from Detroit Metro, and you'll be heading back out there to Detroit, or DT Dubs, as some like to call it. This is the new Gemini Jets Delta Connection CRJ 900 that they recently released this 2 months ago now. And unfortunately, it still has the misplaced main gear, which is quite unfortunate, because I was hoping that they would improve on that for this new release, but that has unfortunately not been fixed. But it's still better than the previous one, the 2021 release. But it is unfortunate that has not been fixed. But yeah, this is the aircraft today. They will be doing the turn from Detroit. And now starting with our Southwest aircraft, beginning we have the Southwest Airlines 737 MAX 8. So this actually happened in real life, that the Breeze A220 that we saw previously in the update and the Southwest MAX 8 here both landed at basically the same time. So we had them both taxiing in pretty much simultaneously. So that is what I have represented right here. So this Southwest MAX 8 is currently taxiing in from Tampa. We'll later heading out to Orlando today, so a pair of Florida flights that really aren't that far apart from each other. About a less than 2-hour drive between those two cities. But this aircraft flying between those two, but making a quick stop in Providence along the way. So Yeah, great to get the Southwest Max 8 in here. Very cool to see that one and the A220 arrive in at about the same time. So if there were any Providence spotters out there, then this might have been a cool scene. Although they probably get this plenty because, I mean, it is a hub for Breeze and a focus city for Southwest. There are more Southwest lights here, even though it is a Breeze hub. Southwest is still the largest presence here, and we will see that here with this upcoming lineup with many very interesting aircraft. And now we have this lineup of Southwest 737-700s, all split Scimitar versions. These are all my Southwest split Scimitar 737-700s. All of them were in the Heart livery, but had to get a little bit creative if I wanted to keep the Scimitar theme consistent, which I kind of wanted to do because I had these two other aircraft here that I wanted to include, and also one that I haven't not included in a long time here, and you might already be able to tell which one that is. But we'll start on the bottom of your screen there. We have the Missouri 1 737-700 with the split Scimitars, of course. This one arrived in from Orlando. We'll be heading out to Tampa, so doing the reciprocal of the MAX 8. Now, moving in to the middle of your screen here, the middle aircraft. This is the Canyon Blue 737-700 with split Scimitars. Been a while since I've included this aircraft. I mean, this has been repainted for a while. They don't have any more split Scimitars in this Canyon Blue livery, which is too bad. And I mean, the Canyon Blue livery is almost completely gone on the 700s now. I mean, pretty much any day, the last Canyon Blue aircraft will be retired, if I have to imagine, which will be quite sad, if I'm being honest. But like I said, when they were going away, at first I was going to continue using them in the airport updates, and here it is. This is now 2 updates in a row, I guess, that I've used this aircraft, because I used it in the San Jose one-off update that I did a few days ago. And here it is again. I mean, there I kind of had to use it, and here probably I didn't have to use it, but I wanted to get it in here because it's a cool aircraft. So this one arrived in from Chicago Midway. We'll be heading back out to Chicago on the turnaround today. Finally, way in the back there, we have the traditional Heart livery 700 with split Scimitars. This one is in from Washington, D.C. I'll be heading out to Baltimore. So those are 2 cities that are even closer than Tampa and Orlando, and this one is going between them with a stop in Providence. So, well out of their way as well. But I suppose there are passengers that probably need to fly between those 2 cities, and then it is a lot more convenient that this aircraft makes a stop in Providence before continuing on to Baltimore. But yeah, that'll do it for our update today of the Providence TF Green Airport. Hope you enjoyed this one. And that's pretty much all I have for you today. So I will see you tomorrow. As always, good night. Auf Wiedersehen.